Alright, welcome back into the workshop. Today we have got all kinds of stuff. Got an old 214 back in here. She's already fixed up. We put a new belt and stuff on that back a while ago, so we're not going to fool with that. I've got two Husqvarna straight wing weed eaters, string trimmers, whatever you want to call them. I've got a back plat blower, and I've got a little Mantis tiller. So the Mantis tiller, we're not going to work on that either today. It's got a carburetor that's been ordered for it. That needed to be replaced on that one. These other three, basically everything they say is won't stay running. So we're going to go ahead and pick one of them and just see what we got. I guess we'll start with this one to the left. Let's see what we've got on it, just to get us rolling here. It's a Husqvarna, and it is a model 128 LD. So I've worked on quite a few of these little Husqvarnas. So we'll go ahead maybe and see if we can do something. See if it'll even start. See if we got anything going on. I'll go ahead and see if I can get hold of that. Pull that air filter off. Just take a look at the carburetor a little bit. Let's see if we can see anything obvious with it. Okay, I've got the air filter off of it. It's not in real bad shape. Carburetor doesn't look real bad. I've taken a little whiff of the gas. I'm not really sure about that, so I think what I'm going to do is just start out by pouring this out and see if it looks good, see if there's water in it. Let's just see what it does look like. Alright, I guess, I don't know, green gas, is that true fuel or what? Not really sure. And is that a little bit of water down in there I see? I almost believe it is. Can't really tell on this one too much. We might have to put that into something a little clearer, but I think there was some water down in there. So let's pump this thing a couple times and make sure we empty the entire system out. And let's see if we can get that. Filter looks good. Fuel lines are flexible. So that looks good. I'll tuck that back in. Make sure she's laying in the bottom somewhat. Let's see if we can get that lay down in there a little better than what I've got it. It's kind of hung up. Yeah, what the heck here? You know what you're doing down in there. She ain't laying down. How did I get it to do that? There we go. That looks a little bit better, I think. And the carburetor on here looks a little old, but okay, we'll dump the rest of that out just to make sure we don't have anything old in there. And I think from there, yes, I do see there's definitely, that would be a problem. I don't know how well this camera's going to pick that up, but right in the bottom you can see the little bubbles. And that is definitely water in there. So that would stand a reason why it's not staying running. So let me go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of gas in it and see if that's all we take. Hold on a minute. Okay, I've dumped that out. We put a little bit of fresh gas in there. We've primed it. I think that switch is one of those non-monetary. Anyways, I think it's on. We're going to go ahead and choke it. It says to purge it 10 times. I think we've done that enough. We'll pull it 3 times according to the directions. Then we'll go to half choke and we should start. So, ooh, that's 2 times and it fired off already. So we're going to half choke. issue with it. I think we're going to try to just hit the adjustment on that carburetor, but it did fire up, and it's definitely not staying running, but I think we'll be able to do something with it. Let me get me an adjustment tool. Okay, I'm one of these people that this is a 7-spline adjustment screw, and we've got a high and a low down in here. The high should be the one out this side, and the low should be the one closest to the engine itself. So what I'm going to do is count my turns, squeeze it all the way in there, see where it's at, and then back it back off again if it'll move. This thing is very stiff for some reason. That's 1 turn, 2 turns, and about 2 3/4 turns. I think it's definitely stiff. That's back that's back to there. And 1 turn and 2 turns. That's got us all the way in, all the way back out again to where it was. I like to just do it to get it started. That clears the jets and all if there is a little something there. So we're going to do the same thing with the low side. 1 turn, 2 turns, not quite. So we're just a little bit short, about 11 o'clock on the 2nd turn, but we'll go back to the starting and we'll go 1 turn. Now we're going to go ahead and see if we can start it up, see if it's helped it any, and then we'll adjust from there. Okay, I've adjusted a little bit of high, a little bit of low. I think it's this may have been a while since it's been started, it acts like, so I think it's taken just a little bit of adjustment, but I think that diaphragm probably in there is just a little bit snugged up. So I think I'm going to run it for a little bit more, and I think that's really about all it's going to take. It's running pretty good, so we'll run out here and let me run it for a little bit and let you know if I find anything else. Okay, and it looks pretty good. That gas line, I didn't like the way that was sitting down in there. I don't know if that was actually a problem or not, but when I looked back in there, it actually was so long, it looks like somebody has replaced this line at one time. It's a little bit long, and it wasn't allowing that to actually get there, and it was trapping a little bit of air in the line as it was sucking up through there. So I cut that much of it off of there. The thing lays down in the bottom nicely now. We fire it up. It runs and idle's nice. Head's not spinning. We don't want that. And it seems to be running pretty good, so I think that's all we need on that one. I think that's got a complete repair. We'll go ahead and let her sit on the bench. I'll probably get that diaphragm. It's probably freeing itself up. The more I run it, the better it runs. So we'll let it go at that and see how she runs. I might fire it up and run it around the house a little bit more here just to make sure it's running good before I turn it back in. But we'll call that a complete. And okay, well, come on back on this one here. We've got a Husqvarna. This is a 324L, and customer states it won't stay running. So this is the same customers I had the last one on. And the first thing I'm going to check, because is the gas, is because we had water in the gas on the other one. And I'm wondering if he filled that. It looks like the same gas. So I'm going to just dump that out and see. I sure hope he didn't send me all 3 of his units full of the same gas with water in them. But we're going to dump that one out because I don't trust it, that's for sure. We'll let that sit there for a minute. And we're going to see what it takes, if there's any water in this one. We'll give it a minute to settle out. Go ahead and, does this have a primer bulb here any place? I don't think this one has a, oh yeah, it does. Down on the bottom here it's got a little primer. Okay, we'll finish dumping that out. And we'll see if it's got anything. I just don't know about this fuel he's using. A little bit of trash down in there, so I think we'll go ahead and let's pull that out a minute. See if we can pull that filter out, and we'll just take a quick look at that also. Like I say, we're kind of going down this rabbit hole with being as I know the last one didn't run, and it was because of this fuel. So we're going to try starting with that. Well, that's not good. I think the filter ain't even on that one. I wonder if it's buried down in there someplace. I believe it is. Well, there we go. Well, that's not good. That could definitely be a problem. If that wasn't on that hose, it could be sucking all kinds of trash up into this thing. Oh yeah, oh, that's why, man, it don't have anything at all holding it there. So that's the first thing we'll have to do is cut that off. We'll put a new one on. Yeah, that one's all split open. That could very easily have sucked up a bunch of trash in there. So let's get a new filter, snip that off a little bit, and we'll put some fresh gas in there. We had plenty of hose here on this one also, so we'll do that. Let me get another filter. Let's see if this one fits back on here a little bit tighter. That's much better. We'll shove that back down in the tank. That don't look too bad this time. And we'll go ahead and fill her up with a little bit of gas. And just see if it's bad gas or what it is. It's got all these things running terrible. I do not buy the canned fuel. I've had a couple of occasions, the True Fuel and all that, and I've heard other people too that work on these things all the time talk about the True Fuel, and that they've had trouble with it. I've had trouble with it in the past. Sometimes it runs great, and other times I don't know if it's old and sitting on the shelf for a long period of time or what causes it. But I have taken stuff that I know for a fact was True Fuel, dumped it out, put my gas in it, and it would run on mine. It wouldn't even run worth a darn on the True Fuel. So some of the other ones have a little different additive. The what is it, VP something or other. That seems to do a little bit better, I think, but I'm not going to guarantee that either. So we're gonna go ahead. We've got a little fuel in there. We've primed it. We're gonna see if this thing will pop off at all. We'll put it up on choke. Let's see what she does. Fired off a little bit right there. We'll go half choke. And give it a little throttle. soften. Seems to run just perfectly fine. I'm still saying that the gasoline is probably what the problem is. I don't see any water in the gasoline on this one, but you can see there's some trash in there. There might be a few little bubbles down there of water, but it's not near as much as the other one was. I'm not really sure about the gas. It just doesn't, I don't know. I don't know what it is, so I think I'm not going to trust it. Looks like that's going to run just perfectly fine. As soon as it warmed up a little bit, it's idling, it's running. I think we'll let that go just like it is, and we'll work on the next piece of equipment. And we might try this one a little bit more later. We'll make a couple of notes here as to what we did. And we'll call this one good. Let me check and see if we want to work on the backpack blower. Alrighty, we've got the gas changed out. We put new gas in there. We've got the old gas out. I'm all questioning that. Let's see if that made any difference. We've got it turned on. It already opened, so we're going to leave the choke off. And we're going to pull it over. Let's see if she fires up and runs. That kind of shows me that the fuel he's been putting in this is not good. I don't know if that's true fuel or what brand he's using, but I'll find out, because whatever it is, it's not what I would recommend putting in there. Like I say, I use non-ethanol fuel, mix my own with some good quality two-stroke oil. Just, it's better for it. I've never had that fail me. I've had the true fuels and whatever canned fuels you have. The only one I could actually say verified for sure is the True Fuel. And I just think that it gets old sitting on the shelf and generates water. The first one I took of his was had some water in it, so I suspect maybe it's old. So anyways, that's the end of it. It's what I'm going to hand it back to him. We'll find out if he's got anything else to add. Please leave comments what your thoughts are on that True Fuel or canned fuel, and we'll check with you on the next project. Appreciate it. Share, like, and subscribe.